Welcome back, Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, classic slash non-classic. This is episode number 430. One book for this one. Okay, it is Justice League America, Silver Age, Volume 2, collecting issues 20 to 30 of the first 5 of the series. Written by the late Gardner Fox. This is basically the third of probably about I don't know, maybe about 4 or 5 trades. Well, it's probably going to go up to 7. That's my possibility, because the Silver Age stuff for Justice League America wrapped up with issue around 77-ish, because that's when the satellite era started. Yeah, this is more Silver Age stuff. A lot of it is just one-shot stories. There's only about 2 or 3 two-parters in here over the course of 11 issues that's collecting this trade. They even had the first 2 times that the Justice League team up with the JSA. First, which the two-parter Crisis on Earth 1, Crisis on Earth 2, and of course when they had the last 2 issues in here are in fact the first ever appearance of the Crime Syndicate America from Earth 3. Though this is the original Earth 3, not the one to show up in Forever Evil, or at least post Infinite Crisis. This is of course the original one, the one that Gardner Fox himself created. Gardner Fox himself has been dead for years, but all these stories in here are all just classic stories that he did with artwork by Mike Sikowski, I think his name is, and Murphy Anderson. The cover is, of course, done by Michael Chow. My guess, if you look at closely at this cover, it's very resemblant of the late Darwin Cook, who actually did covers like this. But my guess is they probably brought him in because he's probably somebody who has a similar style to the late Darwin Cook. Because Darwin Cook, one of his most famous stories he ever did was Justice League New Frontier, or at least when his original story was DC New Frontier. That particular miniseries was meant to bridge the gap between the Gold and Silver Age of comic books, which has turned into a really good movie. I highly recommend it. It's a great movie to watch. He also did a brief run of Catwoman. He's known with her for a lot of stuff. The guy passed away I believe it was just last year he passed away. Yeah, he passed away just last year. It was May of last year when he passed away. Of course, Steve Dillon himself also passed away. One of the most defended Punisher artists. Yeah. But all these stories in here are actually really good. There's even a story we have Adam Strange guest star. Excuse me, though he does play a big role in the story, but one of his enemies, who also is an enemy of the Justice League, Kanjuro, who first appeared in issue 3 of the series, he appears in here as well. They even throw in some other villains. They even throw in a few Flash villains. They throw in people like the Mirror Master, Dr. Alchemy, character known as the Fiddler. The Fiddler is an old Jay Garrick villain, Jay Garrick Flash villain. They even throw in Felix Faust. He made his first appearance issue 12. There's a reference in here to Dr. Light. Also, they have Snapper Carr in here because he was heavily involved in these Silver Age stories. My guess is the reason why they dropped him from the story, and this is my personal guess, the reason why they dropped him is because my personal guess is they probably dropped him because, well, Gardner Fox no longer writing the book, and then he took over the book. Okay. They also threw in here old Adam villain Kronos. Yeah. Now, Felix Faust is a known DC villain. He showed up a few times in Justice League animated series. So, at least someone like me, I had a pretty good idea who he is. Let's see. If you want to say Dr. Alchemy, that's him right there. That's the way he looked like in the Silver Age. As for Kronos, who did make appearance in Legends of Tomorrow, except he was a codename for a heat wave. Kronos himself looks like, if I can find him here. Here he is. Yes, this is what Kronos looks like in the comics. That's what he generally looks like. He's no Adam villain, so Ray Palmer Adam villain. Let's see. Here's some old JSA villains. Here is we have the Wizard, who just named in the JSA. He has no definitive superhero who's enemy of. Let's see. We also have Icicle. Yeah, that's it. That's the original Icicle. He did make an appearance on Smallville, but he actually died. They also have the Fiddler in here, who is let's see, what's a good picture of him? Here we go. Yeah, this guy with the white hair, that's the Fiddler right there. This is basically the Crime Champions. Basically, it's 3 villains from Earth 1 and 3 villains from Earth 2. Yeah, those are them. Yeah. On an occasion, the Justice League might fight other members' villains. Like, they have fought Reverse Flash a couple times. That was in the 70s with the Secret Side suit villains. But all these stories in here are classic. And I highly recommend this. Basically, if you want to try out the Justice League, even though you may or may not like the upcoming film coming out in November, I do recommend this. It's fun, even though it's Silver Age and some of the stuff in here is a bit outdated, but it's better. Some of the stories in here are still kind of canon in a way, because a lot of the Flash villains, for example, their history is, well, some of these Flash villains, their history has never been retconned. The only thing they did change with the Flash villains just their costumes. That is there. Okay, because it's a classic, I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. A 10 out of 10. It's great. I still don't know why the library hasn't got their hands on Volume 1 yet, which is the start of this. Okay. Alright, that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for episode 431. It's probably going to be a double shot. I don't know. It depends on how many graphic novels I get in the library, okay? Excuse me. But until then, I will see you there. Bye.